OSPF area. So basically, when you enable the EIGRP or RIP, actually, as you can see, we have the autonomous system number or one flat network actually. But in OSPF, if the single area, most likely the area 0 is called the backbone area. So what we have done is in the OSPF, we divide the network into more hierarchical network rather than just one flat network. Useful in the smaller network with a few router if you have just one area, area 0. Area 0 is always called a backbone area. Single area, now we can see is area 0 has multiple router. So previously the network was fine when there was only few routers. Now the network is grows. If area become too big, my routing table is too big and I am running low on the memory. So this router is complaining large link state database also presence on R1. I have too many LSA. Frequent SFP algorithms. So maybe a lot of changes are happening. These R1 and R2, because they are connected to two different network, a lot of changes are happening in the one flat area network. What is happening that you need to calculate the SPF algorithm running too quickly, too often, and that is why it is having not a proper routing table. So what is the solution is? The solution is divide the network into multiple area. Area 0, area 1, for example, area 0, I receive LSA from area 0. Now I receive LSA from area 0 and area 1. So this is the router which is connecting to two area 1 and area 0. Similarly, we have area 51. So basically, previously we have one area 0, and most of the routers are having too much routing table. The router table is big. The CPU utilization, memory utilization is quite high. So what we come up with the solution that we divide the network into a smaller area. So you can see now I receive the LSA area 0 and area 5, 51. I'm not receiving area link state for the area 1 actually. So these two router, for example, R2 is only care about the area 51 and area 0. Similarly, these router only care about the anything changes into the area 51 and not any changes into the area 1. In the previous when there was one area only, if any changes happen to any router, all the router need to calculate the routing table respectively. But now what we've done is we have just created a small area and we divide these into the smaller multi OSPF areas actually. Why we use it? To reduce the CPU and memory utilization. So what are the types of routers? Right, types of router. There are many types of router. Internal router, as you can see, any router which is part of the one area only called internal router. Backbone router, as you can see, the routers connected to at least one interface should be part of the area 0. In the OSPF, area 0 has a lot of significance. All the traffic between the area 51 and area 1, when they are two disconnected area are connected, want to communicate to each other, they must be going to the area 0. It's like a backbone, like the backbone of your back, where all the communications and all the informations are happening. Okay, so backbone routers are routers, those are at least having one interface, at least into the area 0. Area border router, ABR, connecting to the at least two area together. One is in one interface in area 1, another may be in area 0. ASBR connecting to a router which is connecting to, of course, in OSPF area as well, and at least one of the interfaces connecting to the maybe outside, maybe connected to RIP, maybe connected to EIGRP, maybe connected to BGP, or maybe connected to the ISP, for example. This is multi-area. If the link goes down, link failure affect the local area only. So now ABR isolate the fault for the area 2. So area 51 is affected, but area 0 and area 1, they are very happy. LSA types, we have many LSA types actually. So now guys, a lot of information is coming. Router LSA, we have network LSA, we have summary LSA, we have summary ASBR LSA, we have AS external LSA, and multicast OSPF LSA as well, defined by NSSA. So external LSA for BGP, for example, opaque LSA. So basically up to 10 LSAs are there. Most likely you need to know minimum of 5 at least. The router LSA, the network LSA, the summary LSA, summary ASBR LSA, and external LSA. OSPF type 1 LSA message propagation. Type 1, What are the type 1? Type 1 LSA include the list of the directly connected network prefixes and link type. All routers generate type 1. So any router in any area, it generate at least type 1 it must have type 1. Type 1 LSA are flooded within the area and do not propagate beyond the ABR. So they only stay within the area. Type 1 LSA link state ID is identified by the router ID of the originating router. So as of now, we are introducing a new concept called router ID. Basically, the router ID is think about it like router name. Yeah. So they can say I'm router 1, I'm router 2. Most likely the highest IP address on the configure on the router is called the router ID. Type 2 LSA. LSA identify the router and the network addresses of the multicast area. Only the DR generate the type 2 LSA. What are the DR? We discuss later on. So DR is like you think about it, all the routers send the update to DR rather than to each other, which then separate to the other router. Type 2 LSA are flooded within the multi-access network and beyond the ABR. Type 2 LSA identifies ID is link state ID is identify the router ID. So type 3. Now the type 3 LSA describe the network addresses learned by the type 1 LSA. Type 3 proper LSA is required by every subnet. ABR flood type 3 to the other area and generated to the other. So basically, I think ABR itself generate the type 3. Type 5s are used to advertise an ASBR to the other area and provide a route to the ASBR. So ASBR, as we know, the router which is connected to the outside world, or maybe any other not non-OSPF speaking router. So in that case, they explain the information about the ASBR, where that ASBR is. So for example, this router need to send the traffic to internet. They will be coming through all the way and sending the traffic to the internet. Type 4 LSA is generated by the originating ABR and generated by the other ABR. Type 4 LSA dead link state ID is identified the router ID of the ASBR. Now type 5 LSA are used to advertise the external route, for example, non-OSPF address into the OSPF domain. An ASBR generates the type 5 LSA. Type LSA are generated throughout the area generated by the ABR. Type 5 LSA are ID, link state ID. By default, routes are not summarized. That's fine. We'll need to summarization ourselves.